We have the next horror prompt that's up, number 6. Now this is the last video before I go into Inktober, so yeah. Alright, so we had the crawling with rats prompt last time, which was absolutely disturbing. Now the next one that we're doing is target practice. Target practice, the first thing that comes to my mind is archery. Don't know why, because you've got your big... Oh, that's a good target thing, isn't it? Well drawn, Beck. So you got your archery target, and of course you've got an... Oh, that's a pretty shitty arrow. Anyway, and you've got like that. That's the first thing that comes into my mind. Second thing is something like target practice, like you know how you've got the torsos on, like the colored torsos on the bit of paper that's like hanging, and you know, like you've got like a gun, not that I can really draw from first person real well, someone's hand holding onto it and their arm coming down like that, and like firing holes into it, something like that. Who's sending me messages? I am busy. God, my phone's been going off a lot lately in my videos. Anyway, before I was really interrupted. So I'm actually thinking of this way, like sort of doing like a first person type thing where the hand's coming out like basically like this, and say that's like the gun, and then you've got like all the things that it's shooting. Maybe that's the direction I'll go in, because like I've never drawn this perspective before, and I think that's probably a pretty cool idea. Maybe if I can do it, let's see if I can do it. I'm here to test myself, so that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, maybe we do like the hand coming out, just holding a gun. Holding a gun. Yeah, and just shooting. Maybe we're shooting like monsters, like there's... So that's what the target practice is. It's kind of like there's like zombies coming towards, and it's just firing bullets. Okay. Yeah, alright. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and refine this idea some more with shooting some zombies or monsters or something. Yeah. As always, I cut the paper to the size of the little square in the sketchbook, and I basically just started sketching my hand. I like to use my hand as references when I am drawing hands in my illustrations. It's just, it gets a little bit hard sometimes, because sometimes I have a little bit of an issue with if my hand's that size, I draw it that size. So I had a bit of a challenge for me sort of reducing my own hand and making it a lot smaller on the page, and sort of turning it more into a sort of masculine hand as well, to portray that this is a guy that is you know, shooting this gun. Now I changed the angle of the gun and decided to put the gun on the side, and the hand that you see now is pushing the mag back into the gun and reloading it, ready to go basically. And I've got the other hand which I just winged, I hope to God that I got these proportions right. I just drew it holding the gun. I added a little bit of humor into this where he's doing the finger to all those demons and zombies and whatnot that are coming towards him. He's giving them the finger to say, yous are all screwed, because I have reloaded my gun and I am ready to go again. Because when I do draw the zombies and that coming towards him, there is some shots that I already add to the faces. So he's already shot some of these zombies coming towards him, and he's used up his ammo and he is reloading the gun, ready to go again. So the colours that I use for this piece are not the best in your face colours. They're quite muted, they're quite boring and dull, but this is how I wanted this piece to be, because it's all it is. It's a night setting, and it's got some zombies coming towards the sky, and all you see is his hands and the gun, and there's not too many colors in this, and it really is quite a boring piece color wise. So yeah, I planned it that way. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. So if you're wondering, if you're going through this video thinking the colors are extremely crap and there wasn't too many, yeah, that's why. That is why, because there just wasn't too many, and everything was quite dark, and yeah, it's just sort of blends in with a lot. And I do try and go back with the Sharpie and color in later on some of those darker spots between the hands and all that, so it doesn't sort of blend in too much. That's probably the only sort of separation that I kind of did, but yeah, it's the effect that I wanted, so that's why it is like that. But in that saying that too, in the contradiction, it's a bit blander than what I expected as well. Hopefully that makes sense. I do contradict myself a lot with what I say, and I know quite well that I do, but that's just how I feel. It's like I have very contradicting feelings at times, and yeah, if something doesn't make sense, it's obviously just the way it is in my head, because a lot of things don't make sense in my head. So anyway, I digress. A very simple piece, and yeah, it's a simpler one to do just right before I start Inktober. So the next video after this one will be my will be an Inktober video, but it'll be my what do you call it, showing you what I'm going to be using, and then from there it is Inktober for a whole month straight. So I'll be bundling up all the days into the Thursday and Sunday videos. Some countries it's Wednesdays and Saturdays, and that's what I'll be doing. And the first day of Inktober lands on a Thursday, so I'll only be uploading just that day's prompt. So that's how it'll be. And then the following Sunday will be Friday, Saturday and Sunday's prompts. So there'll be 3 prompts in that video. That's how I'm going to do it, so hopefully that makes sense to you. So anyway, back to this piece. We're finishing it off right now, and I kind of wish I left the shading on the hands because I really screwed up the shading it made it look really, really muddy in the palm of the hand. I really should have left that alone, but couldn't help myself. I felt as though I needed it to be a bit darker, but yeah, big mistake on my behalf. And then I go through and put like all this green goo coming out of their noses, well, all the ones that have a nose. And yeah, then I'm just darkening up the piece, and that's basically it. So hopefully you enjoyed this bit more of a simpler illustration. Anyway, I am out of here. If you want to participate, I'll have all the hashtags below so I can see what you draw, and then I'll include you in a video in the future. So anyway, that's it from me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.